Hi everybody, it's me, Corey T, and yesterday I asked you for some suggestions about videos, things that you want me to talk about, ideas for videos, and you came up with loads of them. So on Instagram and on YouTube, I'm just looking through your comments and I'm going to go through them and I will get to them as quickly as I can, and thank you for all your ideas. So the first one that I want to do is about a really fun topic, and this was suggested by Elizabetta over on Instagram, so thank you for this one. And it's all about signs. Signs are such a fun thing to talk about in manifestation, and it's just something that I always use as guidance, you know, like talking to the universe, talking to myself. Am I on track? Universe, give me a sign that, you know, my manifestation is coming. And it's kind of like playing with the universe, and it's really fun to see, you know, how these things appear in our reality. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to tell you some stories about how signs have helped me in different scenarios in my life when I've been manifesting things. And I'm going to tell you how I decide what a sign is for me, because a lot of people, they say, oh, do you think this is a sign that my manifestation is coming? And I always respond the same thing. If you want it to be, then it is. If it feels like a sign to you, then it is, because who's going to tell you you're wrong? No one can tell you that you're wrong, so you can decide. And that's what I do. So one of my signs that I always see as a pattern, you know, sometimes you get a sign that appears once, and then other times you get a sign that, you know, you keep seeing over and over again. And one of my repetitive ones is the number 27. Don't know why. I like that number. It's my birthday. It just seems to appear a lot to me. And it seems to particularly appear a lot when everything's all right, you know, when I'm on track. And that's the meaning that I've given it. So the number 27 seems to appear when things are good. And my friends kind of take the mick out of me because I'm always saying, oh, look, number 27, number 27. They're like, what's the big deal about number 27? And it just feels good to me. And they say, oh, look, number 28, number 29. They're kind of taking the mick. But for me, that's what it means. It means that everything's good. I like that number. I see it a lot. And actually, Johnny said to me recently, you really do see the number 27 a lot. And like, it's just funny how it always appears. It's like I asked for it and I see it. So it always makes me feel good. And that's why I like seeing that number. So another story, this one's a really cool one. When I was looking for my house in Australia, when I was looking for somewhere to live, I wanted some guidance from the universe. And I said to the universe, right, just give me a sign that I'm on track to finding the perfect apartment. And I want somewhere with a white balcony and a view of the ocean. And, you know, it seemed a bit far-fetched at the time because it's not like I had loads of money or anything. And so I was asking the universe for a sign, and the first thing that came to my head, and literally this is how I decided what the sign was. The very first thing, without me thinking or trying to think of the perfect sign, that came to my head was the shape of a diamond. Don't know why, that's what came to my head. And I thought, okay then, when I'm looking for a house or a flat or wherever, I will look for the shape of a diamond, and I will take that as a sign that I'm going in the right direction to find the place I want to live. So I was on this search, and honestly nothing was coming up and no diamonds were appearing, and it was all seeming a bit hopeless. Then I saw a flat which had a diamond on the front door, and I thought, oh, maybe I'm, you know, nearer to my manifestation here. But there was no white balcony, there was no view of the sea, and I wasn't convinced. So then, you know, I was really feeling really disheartened. Then I saw an advert which had a white balcony and a view of the sea. And I thought, oh my God, I've got to see that. And, you know, long story short, that's the apartment that I got. Got the white balcony, got the view of the sea. Didn't see any diamonds until the day I moved in, and I went and had a cup of tea on the balcony, and I looked up and all of the air vents were at the shape of a diamond. And I looked across, and on the car park, where all the cars were parked, were diamonds on all of the... I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe that there was diamonds literally all around the house and on the house. And it was crazy. I was like, wow, okay. You know, I hadn't actually been looking for the diamonds then. I just kind of let that go. But they were there. They were right on the house. It was really cool. Then, manifesting a specific person story, right? when me and my specific person now, my Johnny, when we were apart, he was somewhere else. I think he was in Thailand or the UK or whatever, and I was in Australia. We hadn't spoken for 4 years. I really wanted to send him something in the post, and I didn't know if I should. I didn't know if we should talk. I didn't know, like, you know, if that was the right thing to do. And so I said, okay, I want a sign from the universe that I should send this letter to him. And so the first thing that came to my head was a green monkey. Like, why? Why did I see a green monkey? It was so weird. And I was like, okay, I'm never going to see a green monkey, like, in my life. And then, so I forgot about it, and went to this a work trip to Adelaide. And I, on the way back, thought, I'm just going to do a little stop off in that park. There was like a fair going on, and I thought, why not? I'll just stop there and see what that's about. And as I was walking around the fair, I saw one of those basketball games where you like try and throw in, if you win then you get a prize. And anyway, so I decided to have a go at that. Don't know why, it was on my own, just strange. But anyway, I played the game and I won. And guess what the prize was? It was a green fucking monkey. So I decided that that was a pretty clear sign that I should send this letter to Johnny. So I did. And, you know, I knew it was going to take weeks to get there because I was in Australia. I sent it to his family house in the UK because I had no idea where he was. And, yeah, he got it. And I never heard from him at the time. It was still, you know, a sort of time when we weren't really in communication. But later, when me and Johnny were together again, his mum told me about that. She said, you know, whenever you sent him that thing, he was in like Thailand or something, and I spoke to him on the phone and I said, you've got a letter here from Karina. And apparently he just was like, what? Okay, open it. And like apparently like his mum told me that he was just like, okay, like really, really, you know, shocked and happy about it, and he loved it. And then that led to us talking, and then, you know, reconnecting again, and it was really beautiful. And, you know, we didn't get back together that time, but we reconnected. The last story that I'm going to tell you is a really, really personal one, and I've never spoken about this publicly, not even on my personal, you know, channels or anything. So you're the first to hear it. It's not the happiest story. It's about a miscarriage that I had. But I'm telling you this because it's a really powerful example of how amazing signs can be and how much they can speak to you throughout your journey. I don't want to look at this in a negative way. It's been and gone. It's fine. I'm fine. And we're going to take all the positives from it, okay? And I don't need any sympathy or anything like that. But I'm going to tell you this story because it's a kind of like, whoa, when it comes to signs story. So I started to think that maybe I was pregnant. I just didn't believe really that I would be. And I said, right then, universe, if I'm pregnant, then give me a sign. And so the first thing that came to my head was a sunflower. And I was walking along that day and I saw a sunflower in the form of a poster that said sunflower growing competition for kids. And it was really weird because it was like really in the middle of nowhere. There was just no one around, no one walking around. There wasn't any shops or anything like that. It was just there, like it was put there for me. So I thought, okay, that's weird. I don't believe you. Give me another one. And as I was walking home that day, I literally, and I kid you not, I literally out of nowhere walked the wrong way on my walk home and walked into a sunflower field. I walked into a field of sunflowers by accident. It was so weird. And I was like, are you having a laugh, universe? What the hell? And even then, I just decided not to do anything. Didn't want to believe, didn't want to do a test. And so I didn't. And I waited a week. And then I thought, okay, I better do a test. And I did, and it was positive. But I was feeling really anxious. I was feeling really like not believing it. And I was feeling really just scared of everything, really. And, you know, a week went by, a week or two went by, and I walked the same walk again. And it was really strange because I walked that way again, walked to the sunflower field, and all of the sunflowers had died. And I was like, right, that doesn't feel right. And it was really strange because I had been thinking, I just don't think this is going to stick. I don't think, you know, I'd been thinking those things, and I didn't feel ready, and all sorts of things were going on. And yeah, that day I had a miscarriage. How weird is that? It's just, it blew my mind, really. It was like, wow. But as a positive thing, after that, I kept on seeing sunflowers. I kept on seeing, like, the universe was saying, don't worry, it's going to happen for you. It's going to happen. And I kept seeing pictures of sunflowers. I kept seeing, you know, like, sunflowers on birthday cards, and, like, you know, someone would bring in a cake with a sunflower on it. Oh, it was so strange. I just kept seeing them everywhere, and it was like the universe was kind of like bombarding me that week with sunflowers. It was really comforting in a way. It was like the universe was saying to me, you're not to worry. Everything's going to be fine. This will happen when the time is right. You're you know, perfectly capable of making this happen. And all of the sunflowers were really still there, and I just absolutely know and believe in myself that that means for me that it's going to happen when it happens, you know. And there's no rush, there's no anything. It's just, that was something that happened, and those signs really spoke to me and comforted me, and showed me as well what was going on. It was crazy. So that's the stories for you today about signs. And yeah, I think the best way for you to ask yourself for a sign is to say, right, give me a sign in whatever way you want to do that. And then just whatever the first thing that comes to your head is, literally it can be anything, and sometimes it's really random, like a green monkey, but still you'll get the message, you'll get the sign, you'll get the, you know, whatever it is that you need to know from the universe. So let me know what your sign's going to be. Comment below and let me know. Comment below and let me know. And yeah, and really enjoy that process of getting those messages from the universe, because it's a really, you know, nice thing to do for yourself, and it can make you feel really good on your way to manifesting whatever it is that you want to manifest. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.